Come on in, Matt. Well, we have our 11,000 subscriber winner, Matt Hughes, right?
Yep.
Matt Hughes. He signed up that night or that morning,
before.
And he got picked and he won. So this is a chum dropper that's been given to you by what is it? GD's Fishing Innovations. He's the one that makes our chum dropper. Easy for me to say. And then you get to pick out 4 bags of jigs. I'll be honest with you, 95% of the time we use 1 ounce, but we do drop to 3/4, and then we go to free line, of course. So you can pick out whatever color. These are the regular jigs here. These are the Stewie jigs. All these and all these are the regulars.
Gotcha.
Cool. All right, it's going to be, it's sprinkling now. It's starting to dissipate, so hopefully we can get out there and not have any thunderstorms. There was no lightning that I detected earlier this morning, so if we don't mind getting a little wet, that's what it's going to be. But I think the bite's going to be pretty good because of the weather. So let's go out and get to it, and let's get some fish.
Let's do it.
All right, folks, we're on the water. We're getting ready to head out and get some bait, and looks like it actually stopped raining for now, which is good. So I'm hoping that that's the trend. It has been lately on the West Coast. We get rain in the morning and then it kind of clears out in the afternoon. So that's what I'm kind of hoping for. So we can hit those majors or the minor and possibly the major, depending on what the weather's doing. So I'm looking forward to having Matt out. It's been a while since we've picked him, so it's nice to get him out, and we'll see what we can do. Chad, you got anything to add?
No. I mean, if the rain stays away, it looks like it's going to be a.
Is your future too bright?
My future's too bright. Yep.
All right. Well,
I gotta be able to see.
There's nothing to see. It's
That's
dark.
True. There's something floating.
I've got to be able to see. So let's go ahead and get on it, and we'll see if we show us catching bait or not. It just depends how it goes. All right, we were able to get bait. We were getting a lot of pinfish, hand size, big pinfish in the beginning, and then finally the white bait rolled in, and we were able to get a bunch of white bait, filled the bucket full of chum. Now we're ready to fish. I told Matt that the bite might start off a little slow because we are on a outgoing tide, which I'm not a big fan of during this time of year because I just think it brings dirty water. But as that tide slows down and it turns and starts to come in, I really think that we'll start getting into the fish because we'll hit that minor feeding time. And then just hoping that the weather holds off. It's held off so far. It's been a beautiful morning. So let's see if we can't get into some fish. They are just dropping down now.
Fish on.
First fish in the morning. Come on. What we're doing is we're using 3 different types of bait. Matt just caught his on a cut white bait. Chad's using a live white bait, and I'm using a live pinfish. You always want to change it up when you have more than 1 or 2 people on the boat. See, I just got whacked, but he didn't want to take it. So it kind of gives you an idea of what you need to start with. But Chad's gotten hit. Matt's caught a fish. I just got hit, but they didn't really take it. Big old Ray just jumped out of the water. Oh! Circle it, Todd! Circle it! Son. That's what you don't want to do on a Stewie jig, is don't set the hook, because it's a circle hook. It's funny, we were just talking about line size and the braided line size, and Matt just admitted that last night he took the line off of one of his flats reels, which was 10 pound, because he had 30 pound on the reel that he's using right now, and put on 10 pound. And people ask us, well, why do you use such light line? In this case, just as we're doing right now, what happens is if you're using a thicker braided line or mono or something like that, what's going to happen is that tide is going to catch it in the current. So when you're dropping your bait's going pretty much straight down, but your line is going into a loop. And what starts to happen is if you have heavier braid on, that loop is going to be a lot more than what it is with the lighter braid. We don't really break off on our braid, it's the fluorocarbon that we break off on. But what happens is, I've had many people do this on our boat where they'll drop down and they're like, I can't feel the bottom, I can't feel the bottom, I can't feel the bottom. Well, the reason why they can't feel the bottom is because they have such a big loop in their line, is that they'll get a hit and they'll never feel it. So that is why we use the lighter braided line. And it's not the braid that breaks, it's the fluorocarbon that we have break on us. But we're only using 20 pound too. Crazy. Did they steal my bait that fast? Oh, there you go. Oh, come on, man. He just came off?
It's very tight. A lot of pressure on that little knot there. You made that mistake last time.
Woo! Did that fish take out drag?
The fish was moving.
Dang!
They're all heading in and
Yeah, there's
right.
because there's a rock,
good
there's
right
rocks over there and there's rocks to our left. Take two. GoPro, stop recording. Now what we're doing is we're using about hand-sized pinfish. I'm freelining right now. I'm hooking them right near the anal fin, and those guys are using jigs. We've been catching grouper, caught one keeper in the box, and we've lost a couple other keepers, and Matt hasn't caught a fish yet. Or have you caught a fish here? A little one?
Not here. Oh, no, I didn't.
No, he hasn't caught one here. But let's see what we can do. Poor Matt, Chad and I are sitting here hooking up left and right, and he's not even getting bit. We can't figure out what. Huh?
Just gotta start passing.
Oh, come on.
Three?
Yep, 22.5.
Come on, Matt. Don't let him whoop you. There you go.
Yeah, there's a jig right there. There's one jig.
Yeah, he's got a jig, but it ain't ours. Nope.
He's skinny.
He's long and skinny. He might measure.
He might measure. It was funny because Matt was just asking us how many times do we catch a fish that has a jig in its face, and he just caught one that has a jig in its face. Not one of ours though. So whoever's out there using a yellow jig with red eyes, you need to buy our jigs because you'll spend a lot less.
Mine neither. I just started. He tabbed it, and then I just happened to reel down on it.
That's a fish. Yeah, that's a fish. Oh!
If you feel the thump, get him.
Yeah,
He's already swallowed it.
I got one right there. Caught him right on the top of the lip.
Got him in the butt now.
How many times have you been doing that? Yeah.
We're actually, right now, folks, we're sitting in 22 feet of water. And I'll show you the bottom. And the bite is on fire. Right there. Oh, almost doubled up. He hit a bear jig.
Come back and nailed it, huh?
Yep. Came back and nailed it. What I'm using right now, into 22 feet of water, I'm using a 3/4 ounce Stewie jig. Stewie!
What else we got? Oh, look at this. There's a fishing lure in here. There's a fishing lure in the candy jar. What am I supposed to eat this? Eat a fishing lure? Hey, look, Brian's on TV.
They're using, what are you guys using? 1 ounce?
1 ounce.
1 ounce. They're probably overkilling it with 1 ounce because that tide's starting to slow down. We're only in 22 feet of water. But like I said, the bite's on. We've got a little bit of rain moving in, so I think that's really kind of generated them to get going. Barometric change. Perfect day though. Light winds, overcast, not hot. Sprinkling here and there, nothing bad. No lightning, knock on wood. Oh, what in the... Oh, what in the...
20-year-old.
Oh no, his rod broke?
Yeah.
Holy. Does he still have the fish?
No.
Oh!
Man. You know how long I've been using this rod?
Up until today.
Yeah.
Holy.
Oh, it is.
Was it a good fish?
No, I don't think so. It didn't feel like that good of a fish, to be honest with you.
Come on, Chad.
Alright.
Man, the bite is unbelievable. Unfortunately, Matt just broke his rod.
You ever seen one explode there? I've broken a lot of rods. I've never broke one there.
I thought your line just caught. God bless America.
Oh, don't just reel it up. Yep. I know a guy that's got it.
No wonder why he fought so hard. Holy moly, I thought I had a giant.
Alright.
I thought he was a giant. Oh, they're eating. They're eating.
They're what?
They're eating.
Sound like it was.
They're eating marred up pinfish. Bite is just stupid right now. Wait, what time is it? No, we're not even in the minor. As I always say, it's amazing how hard these fish fight. Poor Matt. He's broke his favorite rod that he's ever had. And now he's sending down bait fish and jigs and he's breaking off every single time. He's gonna go through his 4 bag of jigs and he won't have any other jigs to fish with by the end of the, not even by the end of the trip. Right, Chad?
Yep.
I haven't used one out of my bag of 4.
What the?
That one looks like a snowy.
Yeah, it does.
It's got white dots. Ooh. I lost that fish because somebody put a tie in it.
Huh?
I lost that.
You lost the fish
Somebody
because
put-
you're not sucked?
Yeah, curly juice. Come on,
Come on, Matt. This could be a keeper.
Nice.
Oh yeah, there's a keeper.
Get him in the boat. Get him in the boat. Get him in the bucket. Whatever it takes.
Oh God!
You were blowing before it even broke off.
Because he hit it like.
Nice job, man.
I thought he was gonna pop. I felt he had some extra weight on him than the last one. I know someone fight hard, but I was like, uh-oh.
Oh yeah, there's another keeper. That's number 2 for the day.
The roll-on cooler?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope, mine ain't in the mouth.
Chad's trying to say we caught the same fish.
I was gonna say that one ain't getting off.
I think he was going with that was his grouper, not yours.
Yeah. If it's 24 inches, I'd argue. I'll at least get an assist.
That's what we've got going on right now. We're not even in the minor feeding time. The bite has been ridiculous.
Fucking spool.
All right, case in point, Chad, what are you using for bait?
Pinfish.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
You just said you were using a white bait.
I'm using a white bait.
Oh, he's using a white bait.
Oh my, I didn't say nothing.
I thought you said you were. So Matt's decided to buck the trend where we're catching fish one right after the other on pinfish, and Matt decides to put down a white bait. Matt, why?
Theory testing.
This is what a pinfish looks like when you send it down there.
Yeah, for some reason Matt wants to buck the trend. I don't understand that. Chad does it too, though. Sometimes.
Usually after my bike slows down. That's how it's working.
So we moved from the grouper, and right now we're freelining for snapper. And ooh, come on, Matt, come on, Matt. Ooh,
Look at that grouper.
that's a grouper.
That one's a keeper too.
He's gonna be close. Long and skinny.
Yeah, that one's gonna have to get measured.
Yeah, I can take them up there. I learned my rule about getting them in the boat first. So
Yeah, get him in the boat first.
get him in the boat first, worry about how big he is after that.
Nice one.
A good one there.
That's another snapper. Another good one. Yeah,
He's all right.
he's okay. Not like the beast you caught. Once again, we're doing the free line technique, and the strange thing about today is when we were using our regular spinning rods, we weren't getting the hits, and we could see the snapper and everything else. So I got my big boy pole, which has 20-pound fluorocarbon leader. That's what it's spooled with, and I immediately started catching fish. And Chad was still using his spinning rod, and he was like, I'm not getting any hits. So he switched over to his big boy rod with 20-pound fluorocarbon leader, and literally his first drop, he caught that. It's, I would say it's at least a 20-inch snapper, and he caught it, and that was the difference. I think even with the long leader, they may be seeing the braid because that water is cleared up some. So always try different things, especially if you're freelining. Sometimes the minute little things will make these fish bite or not. Like that.
Whoa.
Oh, you son of a biscuit ear. Ooh. Oh, that was a snapper. I could tell by the way he was kicking.
Digging.
God bless him there. What we're using is a 4/0 hook. I'm just doing a simple loop knot over the hand, through the eye, and go back through the loop and wrap it around twice, once, twice, and back through the loop and tighten it down. There's a good snapper. Oh yeah. That's what freelining does for you. Right there. When I'm using my big boy pole, like I am right now,
What was that?
it's easier for me to peel off the line by hand, and for me to feel when they bite it. And that's exactly what happened there, and I just got my butt whooped. Oh man. While Chad and I are sitting here hooking fish and getting bites, that poor guy right there. What I was saying before is I hand feed the line out when I'm using the big boy pole, and so I'm putting it through my fingers so I could feel the bite when they bite it before I ever see the line taken off. It's hard to lay the line on the water with fluorocarbon and see it, so I do it by hand so I can feel it. But I leave just enough out there. Oh, they took my bait. That's what we're looking at right there. That's the snapper coming off the bottom right there. So what I do is I just get a couple of poles out like this, and then what I do is I let it feed through the guides, and when it gets close to being tight, that's when I'll start feeding it through my thumb and middle finger so I can start feeling it. listen to you. That's all right.
No, I thought he was like the other one.
Jesus.
Oh,
Spoiled Chad.
That's not bad. I thought he was smaller than that when I seen him in the water.
Hi, my name's Chad Clough, and I'm spoiled.
You guys are dropping it right off the ledge. It's like about 3 foot deeper over there, and they're not coming up on the shelf I'm dropping on.
The shelf is here.
Oh, is it?
It's going this way. It scared me away.
That's a good snapper. Come on, Chadley. Come on, Chad.
Oh,
Come on.
oh, that hurt.
Jesus, criminy.
I even had him up.
I'm almost glad I'm using my big boy pole.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
That's a good one too.
We're gonna have to switch corners here. I just gotta know if it's me, you know?
You can have my corner when you get it tied.
No, I don't want yours. I want
you want
his.
Todd's,
Yeah, I
okay.
want Todd's corner. He's in the right one.
You can go in my corner.
Oh yeah.
Just don't feel bad when I go to your corner and start catching fish.
That might hurt a little bit there, you know, but
I don't even know how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10.
That one in there's a beast.
Yeah.
10 already?
10 already.
And 0 from me. I was on the boat, right?
Okay, what we did is I felt so bad for Matt that we
Start cussing, man.
we switched sides because he thinks it's my side. It's my side. But I'm gonna drop on his side and show him that it's not the side, it's the fisherman. So let's make this happen. Oh, son. Hey, I just lost one.
I didn't see one though. That could just be for the camera.
Let me go ahead and do this again. Side.
Alright.
I told you it wasn't the
To
side.
me.
There, he put one in the tool.
I caught one.
Okay, one thing that I just explained to Matt, we were just talking about setting up on spots and things like that, and one thing I was telling him with this incoming tide, it's moving pretty good, and I wanted, the last spot we just fished, I set up a little bit too far out, and we were having to let our baits go way back to even get a hit. But this one I set up to where we're right on the edge of it and dropping the baits back into the structure. So it's very important, that's the way you set up your boat when you're fishing structure like this in a strong tide, either it be outgoing or incoming. He's running underneath the boat, Chad's got him. So it's really important that you set up properly so you can get these fish up, but at the same time, if you get over that structure, your bait's gonna go past it. So that's a main thing that I try to explain to people is when you're setting up on a spot, don't set directly over it unless it's a slack or slow tide. Then you can get away with it. Other than that, I would get up tide from that structure and let it go back.
There's a stewie jig fish. Woo! I'm doing a little thumping. Every time I think you got him whooped, he takes another dip. That's a nice one.
Yep. He's got a pinfish in his throat. He's gonna be right
That's a
there.
keeper.
I'm telling you, it's just the corner of the boat.
Is it?
It's the corner of the boat. All day, this corner that's been the bad luck corner today.
Ah, son of a biscuit.
Well, use bait too.
Yeah, exactly.
Oof. See, Matt, it's not the corner of the boat.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
I got bites
I
over
threw
there.
over there when you walked up.
See, I think you guys been doing that because you're friends all day long. Like, you know, hey, there's some kind of hand signal going on. Hey, Chad, move to the right side of the boat. They do that stuff on those offshore boats.
It's funny
I didn't think
because
I had to worry about
Chad
that.
usually fishes that side of the boat. I'm always on your side.
Which, all know.
Isn't it, Chad? Or no, you're over on this side.
That's my side.
Oh, okay.
Open your bail and drop it back on the bottom there.
Yeah, they don't care about if the... Oh, son of a biscuit.
You know, I noticed, I watch every one of your shows. I watch every YouTube video that you've ever made. And every time you go to say something, you lose a fish. It's a fact. It is a fact.
Dude, if you saw how many fish we miss with not even filming.
Dude, no, this is a pain. This one, when this one gets eaten, you better grab my belt buckle. I'm always afraid to say anything. Oh, he's on
The skier. Well, he was way back there. Ooh, he's gonna be close. I called 23 and a
I
half.
don't know, man, because that one I just caught was like, just a...
I called 23 and a half.
Oh, he put the rod in his gut.
Matt was telling us a story, and he got hammered. Ooh, oh! These fish in here, we caught a couple of keepers. Well, one keeper out of here. That looks like it could be close, but we've caught two 23.5-inch fish back to back. Talking about being frustrating. Oh,
No,
not
he's
even
showing
23. Son of a...
Fought like he was 25.
Yeah, he did. That's the cool thing about these shallow water grouper. Ooh, ooh.
24 and a half. Come on.
Yeah, Chad hasn't even caught a keeper grouper today. He's caught.
Oh, yeah, he's going to take it out.
Oh, yeah.
There it is.
Woo.
That one ate a huge pin.
Did he really?
Yeah. That one's the size of your head.
Well, thank God we had two live wells full of pinfish. That is our fourth keeper gag.
I gotta make up for those snapper with it. I gotta put some more than the grouper.
Oh my God. I'm getting too old for this. GoPro, stop recording.
GoPro, go shove that shit up your ass.
GoPro, stop recording. I get this question a lot, and I know I've said it before on the show, but I keep getting the question a lot. So some of you who have been watching the show for a while, this is going to be a repetitive things. The people that haven't been watching the show for a while, the questions that I'm getting asked is, you know, when we say our big boy pole, what is our big boy pole? Well, mine is a custom Chris Green rod. It's a 7'6", 30 to 60 pound rod, 7'6", and then I'm using a Penn Squall 20 LW. It's a good all around. It's light, but it's also got a lot of beef to it, so it can really horse in the fish. I'm using 20-pound fluorocarbon leader, and the reason why I'm using so light is the fact that that's what we use with our spinning rods. That's what we use, period, because we get a ton more bites. And as you'll see at the end of the show, you can still use 20-pound and get a lot of keeper fish. So that is my big boy rod. Well, there's our 6th one, and we got it before the major.
Why are you huffing?
Well, it's right at the major, 342, so we're right there. But as I told Chad, I said we're probably going to run out of bait during the major, but we've got our limits, so it really doesn't matter what happens now. All right, folks, we had another great day. As I said, it was an absolute epic day on the water. We caught our 3-man limit of snapper to about 20 inches. The biggest one is at least 20 inches. And then we got our 3-man limit of grouper. It was an unbelievable day. Chad's gonna start cleaning the fish. I'm gonna talk to Matt really quick and see how he enjoyed his day. All right, Matt, how'd you enjoy your day?
Awesome day.
Yeah?
Yep, best day of fishing in the bay I've had.
Good. Well, that's what it's all about, and hopefully you learned a couple of things. I think you asked some really good questions, and that's what this trip is about. Is Matt just repowered his boat, so he's really looking forward. He just repowered it. He hasn't even gotten it out yet, so he's looking forward to doing that. We appreciate you coming with us. Again, you're another guy that we would be happy to have on the boat again. The guy took care of himself. Everybody we've had on the boat has been like that, so it's been really good. That's why we do this. We want to spread the love and get people out on the water, and we really appreciate everybody that has signed up, that has supported us. I just couldn't say more. Matt, again, thank you very much.
Thank you. Yes, I appreciate it.
Had a blast with you. The guy took some ribbon from us, and he took it well, so it's all in good fun though. That's, if you can't rib each other, you're not having a good time. So
it's not fishing.
Yep. Thanks again for coming. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
And everybody, thanks for watching. We appreciate all the support. Fish more, catch more, and we'll see you on the Friday fishing forecast.
See ya.